Hey everybody, this is Rose with Earth Rugs. I hope you're subscribing to my YouTube channel and that you enjoy this video today. I haven't been able to set up my cell phone exactly like I want, so I'm going to hold up some things in front of you to see. Today's the first in a series of Green Beans Almondine Series 1. So I'm going to get started right away. The first thing I wanted to tell you is that the key to this dish is actually starting with fresh green beans. I don't use frozen, I buy fresh. You need 1.5 pounds of green beans, or if you buy the kind that come in the package, that's 24 ounces. So I have pre-washed some green beans. And what you do is very simple. You pop off the ends like so, and you cut them into 1.5 inch size, bite-sized pieces. And so I don't actually cut them. That's the greatest thing about this recipe. I don't have to use a lot of utensils or anything like that. I love the sound of this. I remember it from my youth well. My grandmother would have me help her. She would have actually fresh green beans from her garden, and they tasted much more amazing than anything that I could buy in the store today, although I'm pretty sure you can get your green beans at the farmer's market. The other thing I really love about this recipe is a lot of times people do sauteed green beans and they do something on the stovetop and everything like that. I'm going to microwave the green beans in a bath of salt water. And the reason that I really love microwave cooking is that it is so fast and easy, and I only use one pan. It's a beautiful Corningware French white, and so I have already started my green beans. This recipe will serve 4 people. And tonight it's just Eddie and me, and so what I'm planning on doing is serving it with, I don't know, some pasta, something simple. I might add cheese, I might not. He prefers to go vegan, so maybe I won't do that. This recipe is vegan, so I'm going to just pop 1 or 2 more of these green beans into my little French white saute. I guess it's really not a saute pan, it's a casserole dish, and it's the largest size in the series. Love the sound. And I love the smell, and I wanted to show you, here are my green beans before they're going in the microwave. Okay, so I told everyone that's 1.5 pounds, and we're getting, let's see, some salt water. So you're going to use, I'm going to use just a normal Pyrex measuring cup. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. You can use less if you want. That's perfectly fine. I already have an Instant Hot, and so I'm going to use my hot water here. And it's just 1/3 cup. So that's a little bit more than I need, because 1/3 cup is less than half. So pour a little bit of that out. Yeah, that's about right. It may not look like it because I may not be holding it perfectly level, but it's definitely more than 1/4 and less than 1/2. So that's about 1/3 cup for this amount of green beans. It's a saltwater bath, and just pouring it over the green beans evenly. I'm going to take my handy lid and put this in my microwave oven for 6 minutes. I have a carousel microwave oven, so it completely turns as it's cooking. Okay, back with you. I just wanted to tell you this is the first in my series for healthy cooking. You know, part of living well and being well is eating well. And this is my green bean almondine. I've been making this recipe since I was maybe 21, 22 years old. Many years I've been making this recipe. And so right now what we should probably do is measure some of margarine that I'm going to put in it. You could use butter if you want. It's 3 tablespoons. And the kind that I'm using tonight is Smart Balance. And this has been sitting in my car all day, so it's kind of soft. That's really the way I like it. And the temperature is really cool outside here, so you don't have to worry. It's been sitting in my car. Anyway, I'm just going to scoop out with a regular kind of butter knife, 3 tablespoons. There's another brand I like a lot that I can get at the health food store called Earthbound that I've read about in vegan recipes. You could use that as well. My husband really loves the one that has olive oil, the Smart Balance with olive oil. You could use that. So I just kind of pack the butter down. It's really margarine. Just pack it down into my little measure, and my little measure tells me that it is 3 tablespoons. Maybe it's a little bit more. It tastes good anyway. So if you don't have a microwave oven that has a turning carousel, you'll need to turn it. And we'll at 6 minutes, we'll stop. We'll add the butter and my special secret that I'll share with you momentarily. But I wanted to tell you a little bit more about this recipe. It came to me from my mother-in-law. She gave me my first microwave oven. It did have a turntable all those years ago. And she wanted to be sure that Eddie and I had the one that was large enough that we could cook a turkey, right? And we never cooked a turkey in our microwave, but I could. That long past days have gone. That microwave is probably the one we're using in our break room at our office. And now I have a smaller microwave, but it works just as well. And the reason I love microwave cooking, especially for vegetables, is that it basically just steams your vegetables. And it's really easy cleanup. That's the number one thing, you know. You can get your stainless steel saute pan out. You can get a lot of things to turn your beans and do this and that, or you could blanch them, and you can do all these different things, but it's so much easier just to microwave your vegetables. And I want to do a series about eating healthy and making things speedy and fast and easy for people who, like me, are working, you're coming home, you just have a little crunch time to get together, meals like this. But I also thought that green beans almondine would be something you could share with your friends and family throughout the holidays, even through the new year. So that's why I picked this recipe. And I also chose today because I notice in the air when I'm driving around this time of year, there's just one too many cars, a little bit too much traffic, one too many car in the parking lot, be it the grocery store or whatever. So I just wanted to come home and take a deep breath and be with you and hopefully entertain you in my kitchen, invite you into my kitchen, and share this recipe. While the beans are cooking, it smells so wonderful because they are fresh, and it's a delight to be able to serve something healthy, eat something healthy, be good to ourselves. You know, that's a gift in itself to eat well, be well, live well. And it's all part of my Earth Rugs philosophy and being healthy. I just want everyone to enjoy it. Now, I'm going to stop and just see if I have anybody. I'm not exactly sure. if I can answer questions right now, or maybe I'll have to answer you in the chat later if you have any questions for me about this recipe or about my YouTube channel or what I'm going to be doing this year in 2019. But I really do hope you give it a thumbs up. You like and subscribe to Earth Rug's channel. I'm going to be sharing some things with you in this video that, you know, make life a little bit easier, a little more fun. You know, one of the things that I can share with you right now while the beans are cooking is, of course, the earth-friendly trivet that I'm going to be putting these beans on right now. You can hear my microwave beeping. I'm going to take a nice wooden utensil from my utensil area, and it's been used a long time and a lot. So you can watch or tune out for a second. I'm just going to stir these beans. I'll bring it back over to you, and we'll add the butter. Okay, so this is the moment when I add the butter or margarine, whichever you are using. And I think I'm just going to add about half of it right now and just stir it in. Mixing it with the water. The water is pretty quickly absorbing. The beans are turning that really bright, beautiful green. I like mine just a little bit more cooked, you know. My microwave is set on its regular temperature. You might need to check yours for longer or shorter cooking times, but the total duration of the cooking time for me is going to be 12 minutes. And that's just right for my taste. I like my beans to be crunchy, but not raw, if you know what I mean. So you could double this recipe if you wanted, or you could half this recipe if there are just two of you. I used to do that a lot also. So I wanted to share the almonds that we will be adding are found in the baking aisle. So if you go to the baking aisle, you'll find a bag of blanched slivered almonds. They're the kind without the skin. Let me show you. Look how pretty they are. So they're just they're already just the right size and everything that you need. They're already bite size. I have them here in a little silicone bowl that I find really helpful when I'm doing things like this to prep a little bit in advance. If I'm getting ready to entertain at home before my company comes, I get things ready a little bit like this so that this is my first video that I've ever done live, and the first live cooking video, but I do like to prep things like this, and then when somebody asks if they can help, it's easy to just send them over with the almonds and the butter and my secret ingredient, the nutmeg. So what we're going to do, I don't think we're going to put a tablespoon. Goodness, that's way too much. We're going to put, let me look at that just a second. It's 1/4 of a teaspoon. Well, I don't have that measure. I just have a teaspoon. So we're going to just eyeball our nutmeg. So it's just from Whole Foods. And I take off the little sprinkle part, and I just scoop up what looks like, let's see, just a little quarter. It's more than a pinch. Let me see if I could show you any other way. Maybe just a little quarter of a teaspoon. And then I'm going to suggest pepper to taste. And as I said before, I have a grinder, so I'm just going to grind it as if it's a quarter of a teaspoon. But you don't have to add that much salt or any salt at all. You could just put your beans in the water if you are watching your diet in a certain way. But the main thing is that we start to eat fresh. I did not get a chance to go to the farmer's market today. I just went to the regular grocery store. So I bought the ordinary kind of green beans in their little package. And in fact, I had to go to 2 stores. One of the stores were sold out. They will get their green beans tomorrow. I guess a lot of people are at home making their green bean casserole. So this is, I don't know, I think a lot healthier than the green bean casserole. And if you're invited to somebody's house, what I would suggest that you do is prep everything. And you could even, after, like, say, the first 6 minutes that the green beans cooked, you could go ahead and put all of your margarine and your almonds in the dish. Stir it up, carry it to the block party, the potluck, wherever you're going, in your casserole basket, where the casserole dish fits like a glove, let me tell you. And that way you won't get it confused with anybody else's casserole dish, because probably no one else will have the exact same basket, right? From Earth Rugs. But what you would do is you would cook it, put the almonds and the butter in at the half, 12 minutes, and then just add that dash of nutmeg and pepper after you cook it at their house in the microwave for the 6 additional minutes, and serve it hot and tasty. It's going to be delish. You know, I think I should get a fork so that I could show you how beautiful these are going to be when we get this done. So you might wonder about the baskets. They come in a set of 4. If you're a store, you order wholesale online at earthrugs.com. Otherwise, there is the braidedrugplace.com, or perhaps a store in your area carries earth rugs and you can ask for them by name. They're natural, eco-friendly, family-friendly, very durable. As you might know, we have a line for the table as well as all the way to the floor. So there are coasters, trivets, every kind of accent and everything in between from table to floor. And here we are. Green beans. Now, at the last, I am just going to drop my beautiful dish into its beautiful cover, and it is ready to serve. Pretty much what we're going to do is take that 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, sprinkle it in, divine. Okay, here's my butter knife. I'm going to scoop the rest of that butter out, put it in there. And I'm just going to use this knife to kind of stir it all in together. Butter, beans, nutmeg, the salt bath, and the almondine. The almonds, they're just slivered almonds. Gonna just kind of stir that all in together. Smells good, looks good. And we're all set. Almost burned myself. Ooh. I'm going to keep the lid on it to keep this hot and delicious. Let me just look one other thing. Mix in. Okay, I'm going to just pop it in the microwave for 1 more minute. So in total, it cooked for 13 minutes. Here we go. Okay, this is an experiment. It's the first time ever I've actually put my green beans, Almondine, into the microwave with the casserole basket already snug around it. If this works, I am going to be so thrilled because I won't have to keep using those ridiculous pot holder things. And I mean, it's just 1 minute. So let's see, 1 minute on high. Let's see what happens. And I also forgot to sprinkle in my pepper. So let's get a little bit more organized here. Sprinkle in my pepper. And then I'm going to wrap up this live video. And please send me a comment if you liked it. If you want to see me cook something else, make it simple. Or I will make the suggestions on what I will cook. I'm going to do a video upload on my channel, Earth Rugs, on YouTube, once a week, every Thursday. So please look at my uploads on Thursday. And once a month, I'm going to do a recipe. So let's have fun. Okay, here we are with our, oh my gosh. Look at this. It worked beautifully. So I put my little basket, my Snuggie, around the dish and popped it in there for 1 minute only 1 minute, because I had made that mistake and it was already in there. Okay, and now I'm going to sprinkle some pepper on them, and I'm going to show you. They're too hot to eat, but maybe I can take the smallest one from the edge and show you. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. They're cooked to perfection. I don't like them soggy, and I don't like them where they're so crunchy they're almost raw. I think you know what I mean. It's just, I don't know. Maybe like for pasta they call it al dente or something, but I believe you can also say that for vegetables. Let me show you. It's beautiful. So all you have to do is take it to the table and put a spoon in it. And I'm going to keep my lid on it till my hubby gets home and add some pasta. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I look forward to my next live video and my next cooking demo at Earth Rugs.